Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Truly colourful scenes here, apt indeed for one of the most diverse and multicultural cities. That is Amsterdam, and those inside this shimmering arena demand the very best. Well, if he did just miss it, we are up and running already. Foot in. Elise, neatly clipped into space. Oh, that was vital. Well, they've got it again. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start scoring more goals. He's already pretty proficient at that, but he's good enough to add many more goals to his game, and he could do some damage here too.
Okay, interesting. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he cuts out the supply. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Carvajal. And it's Modric. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Quarter of an hour played. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Traumeri. And that has been knocked clear. Mendy. That's Valverde. Mbappe.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And here's Rodrigo. Rodrigo. Mbappe proves too strong. Barcola.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Valverde. Looking for the runner. That's going to go a long way. Turns back here, probably the best option.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that. Olise, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now that's well seen too. Thuram looks to get on the end of this. Valverde. Here's Traumeri. Almost half an hour in now. Madrid have a free kick.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Mbappe, he's had a hit! Sticks it away! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Well, played right into his path. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, he's done very well to take that back.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Eder Militao. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good ball over the top. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Bellingham passes short and sharp. Valverde really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Camavinga, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Modric. Modric showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the first half is done. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goals. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Interesting half, just missing goal. Mbappe! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Rodrigo. Chouameni. Thuram. Barcola. Chouameni. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Rodrigo, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Rudiger makes the interception. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He's shifting through the gears here. Fires it in low. Bellingham. Camavinga! Oh, they continue each to cancel the other out. Modric. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
52,820.
Valverde. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Olise clears. Mbappe. And it's Modric. And claimed it back swiftly. And he's quick to get it clear again. Olise. Olise has been caught there, it's a foul. Camavinga gets across and deals with it. Olise. Oh, smashing header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Bellingham. Olise! A real chance and a real let-off.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 10, Modric. Number 5.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Eduardo Camavinga.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Substitution.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
This is it then, now or never. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Nkunku.
France couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Looking for options for movement.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
And here's Mbappe. And that's gone loose. Has a goal! Goal! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 22.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Coming on the field.
I think the danger for them now is fatigue. I think when the body tires, the mind soon follows. So concentration is key from here.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
He's got the shot away! He's missed, but not by that far. And here's Dembele. Oh, important interception. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Nkunku. There's the hit! They've scored!
Mày e mày.
They have stolen level at the last! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Now it's Rodrigo. Chance! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the...
And that's that. Madrid pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Vinicius Junior picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion.
The action has already started. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfielder than Fede Valverde. He's got the engine to do all the covering, but he's a lot more than that. He's got the strength, the tackling ability, good composure on the ball and balance in his game. So you'd really struggle to find any weakness.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Valverde! That was travelling.
Barcola, Thuram. Chouameni for Valverde.
Mbappe!
That's good play. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Vinicius Junior!
And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
Stood up well to him there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Elise.
Good read, needed to be. Madrid are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Quarter of an hour played. Face to face with the keeper.
And that is masterful defending. Eder Militao did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Thuram.
Mbappe. He's having a go!
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Vinicius Junior. He's got the shot away!
And he's there to belt it away. Taken back almost at once. Valverde. Barcola.
No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. That's the throw.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, that's fabulous. He's free, he has got space. Has a go! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And he's had a hit!
A real chance and a real let-off.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Thuram. Good pressure, determined, intense. Valverde. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni with the clearance. And he's quick to snatch it back. He's found the way through. Half-time getting close now. He's shifting through the gears here. Quality ball. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Valverde. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Valverde. He's got away. Rodrigo! That's a sharp pass.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Some really good ball movement. Oh, he couldn't quite make it.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And the first half is done. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Reflections on the first half?
Yeah, no goals so far, but it's certainly not through lack of effort. They've had quite a few opportunities so far, but their shooting, not good enough.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Tchouaméni is there, and he can pick it up. And that could set him on his way. France look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And he's cut it out, and he's cleared it out of harm's way. Valverde. Tchouaméni did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Madrid have a free kick. And here's Mbappe.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Mendy. Rodrigo chasing after it.
Tiene 71.550 espectadores.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, Red, nice interception.
It's a sweet ball, that. Vinicius Junior.
That has been cut short. Chouameni. Mendy.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Chouameni. Now it's Valverde. Valverde. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Chouameni.
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
Vinicius Junior.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Rudiger. Olise. Gently done. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
And he's managed to get rid.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Oh, that's well spotted. Valverde.
What a throw in.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5, el dorsal 8, el
Brahim
dorsal
Diaz.
22, el dorsal 7
Mendy.
serán
Aimed in
sustituidos por
towards the centre.
el dorsal 10,
And that has been cleared.
el dorsal 6, el dorsal 4,
Well
el
played.
dorsal
That has
21.
snuffed out the
Se va a
danger.
realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Brahim Diaz. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that's well seen too. And it's Modric. Oh, perfectly measured that. Mbappe! That's really well cleared.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Mbappe!
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Chouameni. Now he's off and running. Modric. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that will be the final act. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable.
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
It is sizzling beautifully here, and of course, as always, it is overlooked by the grand murals of the great man who lends this venue his name. We are always here in the presence of true magnificence. And already we're underway here. Bellingham. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Vinicius Junior.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best centre-halves around, and I think Militao is up there in that lineage, Peter. He's very quick and aggressive, and while he does have the odd mistake in him, or certainly did in his earlier career, he's maturing fast and he's easing that out of his game, and he can go all the way to the very top.
Okay, interesting.
Great defending, strong and determined. Tchouaméni. Thuram is onto it in a flash. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball.
Oh, well played.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Valverde.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Mbappe.
Olise.
Some really good... Great chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Colomwani might just make this.
Valverde. Vinicius Junior. He's tried one! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mendy. Now it's Mbappe.
Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Mbappe. Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh no, this does not look good.
He has found the way through.
Just the keeper to beat. Hits one. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Olise makes the interception. And here's Mbappe, and he cuts out the supply, and that's gone loose.
Vinicius Junior.
That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Vinicius Junior.
And it's Rudiger. Now Mendy. Kolomuani.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Rodrigo, there's the shot! And he's quick to get it clear again. Mendy. Passing nice and neat. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Rodrigo. Carvajal. Bellingham. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Carvajal. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mendy. Chouameni. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to dink it through. And that's put paid to a promising move. Carvajal. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Bellingham. It's a good spell of possession, this. Saliba clears. Now Mendy. And here's Vinicius Junior. And he's forced to go back. Ball is over the line. Valverde. Fiddles it through. And that is expertly dealt with. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that's really well manoeuvred. And he was quick to react. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Carvajal. Looking for options for movement. Camavinga. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Tries a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Vinicius Junior does well to get it back. Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And here's Rodrigo. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And the keeper's got it again. Carvajal. Valverde. Nice sequence of passes, this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitution in progress.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Traumeri. Good spot, he's seen the run. Has a goal! He scores! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Zaire Emery gets a foot in here. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. And it's Dembele.
Mbappe!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That looks a good ball through. Saliba with a definite foul there.
Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
So a double substitution here, both defenders.
Well, I think the focus is very much on protecting this lead now, Peter, so it seems to be the right decision.
Number 17, Lucas Vasquez. Substitutions taking place.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Oh, that's a key interception. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of room.
Face-to-face with the keeper. Great hit!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Madrid still ahead by the game's only goal. Can he latch on to this? Madrid moments now away from seeing this one out. Now it's Vinicius Junior. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And here's Mbappe.
Vinicius Junior. Decent hit!
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Now it's Nkunku. Lucas Vasquez kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Added time.
Vinicius Junior.
And the number on the board is 3. Zaire Emery.
Time and again they are repelled.
Traumeri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior
Has got himself a free kick.
And time is up.
Madrid have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads.
Bellingham, voted man of the match and deservedly.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Truly colourful scenes here, apt indeed for one of the most diverse and multicultural cities, that is Amsterdam, and those inside this shimmering arena demand the very best. We have already started here.
And here's Mbappe.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Madrid have it back and can go again. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Rodrigo.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, here's a player who can contribute in so many ways. Theo Hernandez. He's shown himself to be not just an effective crosser, but capable of...
Great hit! He's delivered all right!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Number 9, Kylian Mbappe.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
That is ended up in no man's land. Rodrigo. Can he latch on to this? Great run on the overlap here. That is lovely.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Rodrigo looking to play it into the box. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Mbappe! Koundé is there, and he can get that clear. Madrid are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Good spot, he's seen the run. Oh, he's in! Kolomwani showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Olise, Thuram. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nkunku, and he's managed to get from Nkunku! Goal! They are right back in business.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. Kolomwani very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Gets his pass away. Threads one in. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Looking tidy in possession here. And he's cut it out. Cleared without complication. That'll be a throw. Hernandez. No, that's been intercepted. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Rodrigo. Mbappe, he's got the shot away! He scores! And they get themselves in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. He's not got that quite right. Valverde. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Valverde. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Now there's a fine ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Goes down, but nothing given. Rudiger. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodrigo. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Oh, that's well spotted. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Bellingham! Saliba gets it clear. It's a sweet ball, that. Thuram. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well played, well played. Mbappe. Bellingham has created one goal already. He's gone forward. Now it's Lucas Vazquez. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's half-time here. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Madrid have ultimately had the better of things in the first half, ahead by the odd goal in 3. It is, of course, far from 1. Both managers in pensive mood as they head down the tunnel. It is 2-1 here at half-time.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well-timed, excellent interception. That's a nicely measured pass.
Now it's Nkunku.
He has found the way through.
And the finish! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, I just hope you won't let the failure to score affect him. With the ability he has, he can reproduce.
Lucas Vazquez. Bellingham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nkunku looking to add to his goal.
Could move up a gear here.
Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Valverde. Oh, strongly challenged there. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And here's Mbappe. Rudiger makes the interception. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Substitution in progress.
Valverde having a look.
So, a genuine chance to increase the lead.
Mbappe really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
The attendance for this match was 52,044.
Kolumuani. That is a great ball. Oh, that was vital.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Mbappe. Olise.
Floated through. France trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
It's a quick one.
Valverde. Mbappe. Dink through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, nicely intercepted. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, played right into his path. Courtois getting this one clear.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that.
Rodrigo.
Muscular approach does pay off here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Lucas Vasquez. Number 22, Rudiger. Number 8,
Mbappe!
Federico
He's
Valverde.
had it taken off him.
Number 14, Chouameni. Number 11, Rodrigo.
Engages and
Coming on
forces
the
him off the
field,
ball.
number
Well
2,
seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
David Alaba. Number
Carvajal.
10,
Nicely
Modric.
weighted ball.
Number
Nicely
6,
worked.
Eduardo Camavinga.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Number 21, Brahim Diaz. Substitutions taking place.
Now it's Mbappe.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Substitution.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart.
Real chance! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Madrid could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
So who's he going to be aiming for here? Brahim Diaz.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eder Militao kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Modric. Conte, well seen, saw that coming. Thuram, now it's Mbappe. Well read, nice interception. Hernandez. And here's Dembele. He's picked his way through.
Chance! Really well taken goal. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist?
That's at the end.
Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Mbappe picking up.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. It is sizzling beautifully here, and of course, as always, it is overlooked by the grand murals of the great man who lends this venue his name. We are always here in the presence of true magnificence.
We have already started here.
Succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball.
Nicely worked.
He has found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Upamecano gets across to intercept that. Pass just lacking in accuracy.
Mbappe.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Camavinga with the foul. And he's being shifted off it. Camavinga. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
Mendy.
It has been a rather gentle affair so far.
Mendy. He's shifting through the gears here.
Mbappe.
Olise. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Rodrigo. Upamecano did just about enough to come out on top there. Valverde! That was superb goalkeeping.
Valverde actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Thuram with the clearance. France are looking to go forward now. Madrid are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Vinicius Junior. Mendy. It's Bellingham.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Quickly taken. Vinicius Junior touches it back. Rodrigo.
Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up.
Oh, that's well spotted. Bellingham. Thuram. Can he spark a counter here? Vinicius Junior. He's found the way through. Bellingham. Now it's Rodrigo. Mbappe
Showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
France have got it back and they'll have another go. Camavinga. Valverde. Vinicius Junior.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. dear, less said about that pass the better. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Camavinga. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Played with finesse. No luck with that dink over the top. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Mbappe. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. He's in! There's the hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mbappe
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Upamecano does really well to win the ball there. Back when it goes. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. And a real chance to break the deadlock. Mbappe
has been indicated.
Mendy. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Bellingham. And it's half-time here.
Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
0-0, and we're at the halfway point.
Colomwani! Oh, nearly. Not the best distribution from the keeper. France look happy to sit back for the Colomwani! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Olise has given away a free kick.
Colomwani.
Olise. Chouameni. It's Vinicius Junior. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Valverde.
France couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Chouameni. Carvajal. That's a decent clearance.
60
60 minutes played. And here's Mbappe.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Carvajal, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Valverde. Olise. Chouameni. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's through, now is he in? And a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Colomwani has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Well read, nice interception. Valverde.
And the counter is on.
Bellingham. Chouameni. Valverde. Hernandez tries to clear. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Now it's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior! It's a goal! And that could well be the winner!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Vinicius Junior.